Skin problems make up a large part of the afflictions of mankind. And some of the simple ones are like eczema. And I say simple because even though I can tell you about how to treat it, eczema can be a very great challenge. But some of the things that we have tried for skin eczema consist of soaks in cold water, or cold water soaks on the skin, or moisturizing, or various kinds of liniments and ointments. And you will try that too if you have eczema. But one of the most successful things that we have tried is what we call Vaseline milk. And I have asked my granddaughter, Melissa, if she will show you how we make up Vaseline milk in our own home. What you do is to simply dip the hands in water, such as we have here, and then shake off the excess, as you see, and then take a bean-sized lump of Vaseline, such as this, and rub it between the palms. And Melissa's going to do that now. Just scoop up the Vaseline from, or other types of petroleum jelly from the jar, and then vigorously rub it between the palms, trying to make an emulsion. And it's there's a little resistance here, so you'll need to really work at it a little bit. And then you will see that it does get a little bit cloudy after you have done this for a little while. And let's see what it looks like. It looks a little cloudy, a little bit milky, and that's what you want. Once it gets milky, then it's ready to smooth on. Now, watch the way that Melissa smooths it on. She's going to go in the direction of the skin lines, because the eczema is usually on the hands, and the skin lines crack open. Now, if you go against the skin line so that you pull in a wrong direction, then of course you will have a tendency to open up these skin lines more. Thank you, Melissa. Now, once you have this, of course, you have your hands are sort of greasy, and you won't be able to touch anything that's paper for a little while. So, but remember that you do not pull in this direction. You rub the Vaseline emulsion on the hand in this direction only, not in this direction. And that also brings up another thing, and that is no scratching, because people usually scratch in this direction, or even if they scratch in this direction, it's still going to open up the skin lines in little microscopic cracks. And doing that then keeps the eczema going, because it allows the substances to which the person is sensitive to get in those tiny little cracks, and then it's exposed more to the skin cells, and that makes the skin continue its eczema. And while the scratching may not have started the eczema, the scratching does continue it. And so your treatment will be largely ineffectual because of the fact that you are continuing to keep it wide open. One time I had a patient who was instructed on not to scratch. So I saw her doing this kind of thing during the time that I was talking with her and telling her what to do. And for a moment I thought, is she just being non-compliant right here in front of me? But after a little bit, I said to her, when she began to do this rubbing, don't scratch it. She said, oh, I wasn't scratching it. And I said, then I thought, well, she thinks that the fingernails are the only thing that you can scratch with. But rubbing it against something else or rubbing it against your clothing is just as bad as scratching it with the fingernails. You will try many things, and of course you should try to avoid soapy water or detergent water, cleaning fluids and that kind of thing, which make